Hello everyone, welcome to Communicative English. In the last session, we have learned about active and passive voice. Today, we are going to learn about direct and indirect speech. Let us have a glance at the screen. Look at the given sentences. First, John said, I am coming. Second sentence, John said that he was coming. What do you observe? Yes, the first sentence is the direct words of John. John said, I am coming. What John said is written exactly here using inverted commas. It is the direct words from John. Whereas in the second sentence, if you observe, John said that he was coming. Here we don't write the exact words of John, but we just write the meaning of John's words. So when we quote a person's dialogue as it is known as direct speech. As the title suggests, direct. Directly, we are putting it in the words. And when we write the meaning of what others have spoken, it is said to be in indirect speech. Let me make it clear. Here is the sentence. He said, I will buy a car. He said, I will buy a car. The same sentence can be written. He said that he would buy a car. Look at these two sentences. The first sentence, he said, I will buy a car. I will buy a car is the direct words of him without making any changes to the words spoken by him we have written here. So that is why it is said to be in direct speech. Second sentence, he said that he would buy a car. Who will buy? He. We have changed the pattern of the sentence and we have written the meaning of what he has said. So this sentence can be said to be in indirect speech. There are certain rules when we change from direct speech to indirect speech. Let us learn one by one. First is change of tenses. All the present tenses will become past tense. For example, am is present. Am becomes was. Is also becomes was. Are becomes were. Tenses changes when we change a sentence from direct speech to indirect speech. Next one is change of situations. John said, I did this exercise last night. John said that he had done that exercise. This becomes that. Last night becomes the previous night. Let us learn detailedly about what changes are required when we convert a sentence from direct speech to indirect speech. If the given sentence, the given words are in direct speech, it has to be changed into the following words given here in the indirect speech box. This becomes that. Here becomes there. Now becomes then. Today becomes that day. Yesterday has to be written as the day before or the previous day. Tomorrow becomes the next day. Last week becomes the week before or the previous week. Next month becomes the following month. Ago becomes before. Learning of this table is very important to convert a sentence from direct speech to indirect speech. There are some modal verbs like must, The modal verbs like must, would, should, could, might, ought to will never be changed when we convert into indirect speech. Okay. Let us have some examples. The first thing that you need to learn is the changes, direct speech and indirect speech. First, let us see an example. Rahul said, I am hungry now. This sentence is to be in direct speech. Why? Because this is the actual words of Rahul and it is put within inverted commas. How do you change it into indirect speech? First, you need to write Rahul said, remove comma, inverted comma, write the word that. Rahul said that. Now the pronoun has to be changed. I has to be changed. Rahul is a masculine gender, so we write he. Am becomes was. This is the change of tense. Hungry. Situation now becomes then. This is how we write a sentence in indirect speech. Now, we have learned about 4 types of sentences: declarative sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, and exclamatory sentence. Each of these sentences can be changed into direct and indirect speech. First, let us learn how can we change a declarative sentence. How can we change a declarative sentence? You know, declarative sentence is a sentence that make statement. So before going to learn about declarative sentence, let us learn the changes of tenses that occur. What changes? As I have told you, all the present tense becomes past tense. Simple present. Simple present tense will become simple past in indirect speech. Simple past. Present continuous. Yes. Present continuous becomes past continuous. Present perfect, past perfect. In this manner, tenses change. In this manner, tenses change. Very easily you can identify, instead of hanging on tenses, just let us look at the words am, is, will become was. Are is plural, it will become were. Has or have becomes had. Will becomes would. Can becomes could. Just past tense of the given word. That's what you need to understand. Just past tense of the given word is to be written in indirect speech. If has or have is given, you are supposed to write had. If will is given, you are supposed to write would. If can is given, you are supposed to write could. In this manner, you need to make changes of tenses. Okay. Now let us take an example. Veena said to me I have written my homework. Veena said to me, I have written my homework. This sentence is in which speech? Direct speech. We are going to change this into indirect speech. I will tell you step by step. The first rule is write the reporting verb as it is. Veena said to me. Second rule is remove comma, inverted commas. Remove comma and inverted commas and write the conjunction that. Okay, that is must when we change a sentence from direct speech to indirect speech in declarative sentence. That. Next is the change of the pronoun. Identify the pronoun here. Pronoun is I. But I is not suitable here. You need to identify who is the speaker. Who is the speaker of this sentence? Veena is the speaker of the sentence. So Veena is a feminine gender. So which pronoun is suitable? She. We have to change the pronoun accordingly. We have written she. Next, make change of tenses. Have is written here. Have. As I told you before, have becomes had. She had. Main verb remains the same. She had written my homework. Whose homework did Veena write? Her homework. So change that also. My becomes her homework. Veena said to me, I have written my homework. Veena said to me that she had written her homework. Let us have another example, which is going to make the things clear. One more declarative sentence. Suresh said, my father will come tomorrow. My father will come tomorrow. Look at this sentence. This sentence is also a declarative sentence. You know, declarative sentence makes a statement. We are going to change this into indirect speech. The sentence is in direct speech. We are going to change into indirect speech. First, write this as it is. Suresh said. As I told you before, second step is remove comma, inverted commas. Remove the comma and inverted commas. Next, write the conjunction that, said that. Next, make changes in preposition, pronouns. My father. Whose father? Who is the speaker here? Suresh. Suresh is the speaker. So he is masculine gender, so we can write he. So my becomes his. His father will becomes would. Would come tomorrow. The word tomorrow becomes the next day. The next day. Suresh said that his father would come the next day. This is how we change a sentence which is in direct speech, a declarative sentence which is in direct speech into indirect speech. First step is write the reporting verb as it is, remove comma, inverted comma, write the conjunction that, then change the pronoun, next change the tense and change the situation or any other words that are necessary to be changed. Okay, now let us see the second type of sentence, that is interrogative sentence. How can we change an interrogative sentence? We have two types of questions. One is WH questions, the questions that start with WH word like where, what, how, when, why. They are all known as WH question. We have also the second type of question, that is yes or no questions, WH questions and yes or no questions. So when you write a sentence into indirect speech, first thing you need to identify whether it is a declarative sentence, whether it is an interrogative sentence, whether it is an imperative sentence, or whether it is an exclamatory sentence. Now we are going to learn about interrogative sentences. I have told you interrogative sentences are of two types. One is WH questions. Another one is auxiliary verb questions. Auxiliary verb questions. What are WH questions? WH questions are the questions which starts with the WH word like what, when, where, why, how, etc. What did you eat? Where did you go? When do you get up? Why are you roaming out? How did you make this? These are all WH questions. Coming to auxiliary verb questions start with an auxiliary verb like do you? Do you hear me? Do is an auxiliary verb. Is he eating a mango? Is also an auxiliary verb. So these are all auxiliary verb questions. Both type have different rule. Will, can, have, had, is, are, were, all these are auxiliary verbs. The questions start with these words are known as auxiliary verb questions. So first let us learn when we get a WH question, how do we change into indirect speech? Please pay your attention. This is very important concept. WH questions. He said to me, where are you going? He said to me, where are you going? This is a WH question. This is an interrogative sentence. How do you understand? There is a question mark at the end. Here there is a WH word. So this is a WH question. Usually questions are asked instead of saying inquired or asked. So the first thing that you need to do is remove the reporting verb said and write asked. So you will be writing like this. He asked me. He asked me. Instead of he said to me, we write asked me because questions are always asked or inquired. He asked me. The second rule is remove comma, inverted comma, and question mark. Very important thing. When we write a question in indirect speech, it becomes a normal sentence. It's not at all a question. He asked me. You may have a doubt now. Should I add that, the conjunction that here? Not at all necessary. Directly write the WH word. Write the WH word were. He asked me were. Now you can find here auxiliary verb are. Pronoun is you. Immediately after the WH word, you are supposed to write the pronoun. What is a pronoun here? Pronoun is you, but you are not supposed to write the pronoun you here. You should look at the sentence to whom the question is asked. To whom the question is asked? To me. The question is asked to me. So the pronoun will be I. He asked me where. Are supposed to become were. Are supposed to become were. But I were is not suitable here. We just write the past tense of that. I was where I was going. He asked me where I was going. So this is how we change a WH question into indirect speech. First thing, find out the reporting verb. He said to me. Said to becomes asked. Remove comma, inverted comma, and question mark. Don't write the word that, just to write the WH word were. Immediately after writing the WH word, find out the pronoun. How do you find out the pronoun? You should go back and find to whom the question is asked. The question is asked to me. So the pronoun becomes I. Then verb are becomes were. So here we write was. Let us have one more example. It will be clear to you. She said to him, what have you done? What have you done? She said to him, what have you done? Obviously, this is a WH question. First thing is identify the reporting verb. Said to becomes asked. She asked him. Second step, remove comma, inverted comma, and question mark. And write the WH word as it is. No, that. She asked him, what is a WH word? Now find out the pronoun. Immediately after the WH word, you are supposed to find out the pronoun you. How do you identify the pronoun? Go back. To whom the question is asked? Yes, the question is asked to him. So you should write here what he. How becomes had. What he had done. That's it. Very simple. She asked him what he had done. Okay, this is how we write a WH question into indirect speech. Let me give you some more explanation of WH questions, which is very, very important. My friend asked, where is Venus? My friend asked where Venus was. Immediately after writing WH word, you need to write the pronoun or noun. My friend said, where are you going? My friend asked where I was going. My friend said, whom did you call? My friend asked whom I had called. Did you call? Did you call becomes had called, because did is simple past. Simple past becomes past perfect. All of you please remember this. Simple past becomes past perfect. Simple present becomes simple past. Simple past becomes past perfect. Here, did you call is simple past interrogative. So we have written whom I had called. My friend said whom I was calling. My friend asked whom I had been calling. Past continuous tense is here. Past continuous tense will become past perfect continuous tense. My friend said, where have you been? This is present perfect. So present perfect becomes past perfect. My friend asked where I had been. He asked me, what did she say? Did she say is simple past, so it has to be written into past perfect. He asked me what she had said. He asked me, where are you living? He asked me, when are you leaving? He asked me when I was leaving. He asked me, who is coming for dinner? He asked me, who was coming for dinner? He asked me, how many times have you seen that movie? He asked me, how many times I had seen that movie. Why did we write I had seen? Because here, have you seen? Have is present perfect. He asked me, what time is it? He asked me what time it was. Is becomes was. He asked me, how old are you? He asked me how old I was. So these are some examples of interrogative sentence, WH questions. Now let me explain, when you get an auxiliary verb question, how do you change it into interrogative sentence? Sorry, indirect speech. Auxiliary verb questions. She said to me, Are you hungry? This is an auxiliary verb question. How do you identify? Because the question started with an auxiliary verb are. How do you change? As usual, remove the reporting word said to and write asked. She asked me. Whenever you get an auxiliary verb question, you are supposed to add a new word. What is a new word you are supposed to add? If or whether. In declarative sentence, we have added that. In auxiliary verb question, we are going to add the word if or whether. Anyone, you can add any one of it. So let me add here if. He asked me if. Next, remove comma, inverted comma, and question mark. Next, you need to find out the pronoun. You is the pronoun here, but you need to go to previous part. She said to me. To whom the question is asked? Question is asked to me. So the pronoun will be I. She asked me if I. Are becomes were. So we write was. She asked me if I was hungry. She asked me if I was hungry. Please remember, in auxiliary verb questions, you are supposed to add if or whether in indirect speech. Whereas when it comes to WH questions, we don't add any words. We directly write the WH word. Let us have another example which is going to make the things clear. Suresh said to him, did you write homework? Suresh said to him, did you write homework? This is also an auxiliary verb question because did is used to start the sentence. As usual, remove the word said and write asked. Suresh asked him. Next, what you need to do? You need to add if or whether. Anyone. Both are right. Whether. Remove comma, inverted commas, and question mark. Whether. Now you need to identify the pronoun. Pronoun you become he, him. Question is asked to him. So him becomes he. Whether he. Now the most important thing. What is the tense of the verb here? Did. Did is in simple past. Simple. Did is in simple past. Simple past should become past perfect. So you need to write whether he had. Write becomes written. Whether he had written homework. Whether he had written homework. Always remember, when we change an interrogative sentence into indirect speech, never write the question mark in indirect speech. It will always end with a full stop. I hope that you have understood how to change an auxiliary verb question into indirect speech. Now let us move on to imperative sentence. What is an imperative sentence? A sentence that makes a command or request. Imperative sentence. He said to me, please give me a pen. He said to me, please give me a pen. Please identify the sentence. This is an imperative sentence. Whether it is a command or request, how do you identify? As the word please is here, it is clear that it is a request. It is a request. So what we are going to do is, you can see here the reporting verb said to. Instead of writing said to, we write here he requested me. He requested me. As it is a request, we write requested. If it is an order, we would write ordered. He requested me. Second step, remove comma, inverted commas. Third step, very important, we need to add to, the preposition to. In imperative sentence, we always add the preposition to. Next one, if there is any word of request like this, you need to remove this. Don't write this again because we have inserted this word here. He requested me to write the verb as it is without changing the tense, because when we add to before a verb, it is not necessary to change the tense again. Write the verb as it is. He requested me to give me a pen. Who wants pen? He wants pen. So you need to write, he requested me to give him a pen. Is it clear? Let us make another example. She said to me, get out of the house. She said to me, get out of the house. Look at the sentence and identify what type of sentence it is. Yes, it is an imperative sentence and it is a command or order. It is not a request at all. So first thing is remove reporting verb and write, she ordered me. She ordered me. Add the word to get out of the house. She ordered me to get out of the house. Okay, in this manner, you are supposed to change direct speech into indirect speech. If it is a request, you need to write requested. If it is an order, you need to write ordered. Okay, now we are going to learn about exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentence. She said. She said, what a beautiful house it is. She said, what a beautiful house it is. Looking at the sentence, you can identify this is an exclamatory sentence. How do you change it into indirect speech? First, the reporting verb said will become exclaimed. She exclaimed. Now, like the declarative sentence, add the conjunction that. She exclaimed that. After writing that, don't write the entire thing here. Just see the adjective and the noun. Noun is house. Okay, write the noun immediately that the house is becomes was. House was. To make it an exclamatory sentence, we need to add a new word, that is very. The house was very beautiful. Full stop. Don't write exclamation mark again. Here we have omitted this, the word exclamation word what we have omitted. She exclaimed that the house was very beautiful. Let us see another sentence. He said, how cold the night is. She said, how cold the night is. As usual, remove the word said and write the word exclaimed. That, insert new word that. Remove comma, inverted comma, and exclamation mark. From where do you start the sentence? After writing that, what you need to find out is what is the noun? The noun in this sentence is the night. So you can write from there. The night is becomes was. Night was What is a new word we need to add? Very, very cold. He exclaimed that the night was very cold. We need to omit or remove the word of WH word from the exclamatory sentence. So we have learned all 4 types of sentences: declarative, interrogative, imperative, and exclamatory sentence, how to change them into indirect speech. Let us recap. When we change a sentence from direct to indirect, there are some changes, tense changes, word changes. Let me put it in the form of a chart. Is, am becomes was, are becomes were, has or have becomes had, will becomes would, shall becomes should, can becomes could, may becomes might, may becomes might. These are the changes. Is or am becomes was, are becomes were, has or have becomes had, will becomes would, shall become should, can becomes could, and may become might. May becomes might. Okay. There are some more changes that I would like to write here. Simple present tense. Simple present becomes simple past. Present continuous becomes past continuous. Present perfect becomes past perfect. Simple past becomes past perfect. Past continuous becomes past perfect continuous. Then I have shown you some other changes, like today becomes that day, now becomes then, this becomes that, tomorrow becomes the next day. In this manner, you are supposed to make changes according to the sentence. So in this session, we have learned about direct and indirect speech. Direct speech is the actual words of the speaker written using inverted comma, whereas indirect speech is just writing the meaning of the word said by speaker, removing the punctuation marks. Okay.